What's going on, everybody? This is Adam White. I am on lockdown, just like everybody else, coming to you from my basement. If you haven't seen this is pretty awesome. This is going to be all of us after we are done with the lockdown, and we've had to cut our own hair for a couple months. So we're all going to look like that, and I'm pretty excited about that. I wanted to make a short video today to talk about what the CDC is now recommending with wearing masks in public. I actually did the math, and I've probably gone through about 30,000 masks or more in my career so far. I've been doing this about 10 years, and when we think of all the hygiene checks and changing masks for procedures, things like that, I go through a lot of them. And as somebody who's used to wearing masks, it's kind of hard to watch some of the mistakes that people are making when they're wearing these things in public. There are some really easy things you can do to kind of keep yourself safe and your family safer. One of the first big things that I notice is people kind of treating a mask as if it were a respirator, and a mask is not a respirator. There's a pretty big difference. I've got a respirator right here. This is something that I would use when I'm painting a car or sanding or something like that. What a respirator means is that when I wear this, every breath that I take is going through these filters. It's cleaning it 100%. A mask is not going to do that. Those little square masks that I use or that you see people wear in public or on the news and things like that, that is covering your face, but it's not cleaning the air 100%. So when you take a breath in, yeah, most of it's going through that filter. A lot of it's going around the filter, a fair amount. And what the research tells us is even though you're going to reduce your level of exposure when you're wearing that mask, you're not going to take it down to zero. So if you're wearing that mask in public, yeah, you're protecting yourself, but at the same time, the social distancing is still important because you're going to reduce your level of exposure, but you're not going to make it zero. Believe it or not, the mask actually protects other people from you more than it protects you from other people. So I've said this before, and it sounds kind of weird, but it's 100% true. If I had a choice between going into Kroger and being the only person without a mask or going in there and being the only person with a mask, I would rather be the one person without a mask. Because when people are wearing that, if they're coughing, sneezing, even talking, everybody's had that experience where you're talking and you accidentally get that little drop of spit that comes out and it's so embarrassing, but that stuff happens. And that's one of the main reasons we wear these, is to sort of protect the air around us from what we are breathing out. The other big thing that I see is problems with what healthcare professionals call aseptic technique. And that's really just a fancy way of saying keeping things clean. Once you put your mask on, do not touch it. And I've seen this happen in Kroger. It's kind of funny. You'll see people wearing masks and either the mask is around their mouth but not their nose, which is really not going to do much. Or this is worse. I see people have the mask on. They'll see their friend. They'll pull the mask down, talk to their friend, put their mask back on. Or even worse than that is take your mask down, itch your nose, and put your mask back on. It is doing nothing. In that case, it's actually making things worse. And so the way I would think about it is once that is on, do not touch it until you are ready to either throw it away or clean it. So if you're going to wear it into the store, put some hand sanitizer on, get your hands really clean, put the mask on, go in, do your thing, shopping, take your hands and make sure they're not anywhere near your face. When you're ready to take the mask off, take it off from the back, try not to touch your face, and make sure not to touch your face, and put the mask aside and wash your hands again. If it were me, this is really overkill, but I would probably wash my hands first or hand sanitizer, take the mask off, either put it in the hamper if you're going to wash it or throw it away if it's a disposable mask, and then wash your hands again. It's more important that time because it's going to be contaminated from that mask. And so really just those two things. Number one, you are not invincible if you wear a mask. The only way you can guarantee everything you breathe is 100% clean is if you're wearing one of those big inflatable suits with the air hose that connects to the top. Nobody's going into Kroger with that. So just kind of know that, yeah, you're going to reduce your risk of exposure, but the risk is still there. So keep your distance, do all those smart things. And number two, pay really close attention. If you are wearing it, keep your hands away from your face. Those two things are probably some of the biggest mistakes that I see, and they are very easy to fix. As you know, we've been off for like 3 weeks now, and there are so many people that rely on us to keep their smile healthy. We cannot wait to get back and to see everybody, get back involved with the community. Until then, we're on lockdown, we're staying safe, doing all the stuff we're supposed to do, social distancing. I do plan on making a couple more of these videos, and if you have any questions or there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please leave it in the comments below. We will definitely, I'll make a point to get to it, just to kind of stay in touch with you guys, and really, this is as connected as we can get right now. Stay safe, enjoy your family, and hopefully we get some warm weather soon.